Hello, my name is Javonnii Curry. My project is the Melody generator with RNNs. The goal of this project is to utilize deep learning techniques for music generation using Google Magenta TensorFlow framework. The data is the lock MIDI set with 45,000 songs in MIDI format using million song data set in an API. We're going to be training two models with two configurations, and with these trained models, we're going to apply them to other applications. Here's an example of a MIDI format. My whole data set is one song of MIDI. So it's 45,000 songs like this. And MIDI is just a brief numeric description of actions with what notes to play. Here's the data process to build a pop and electronic music data set. Essentially, we're just taking all those MIDI files and extracting just the pop and electronic songs, and then taking the piano tracks, because that's where the melody is, and then converting that to note sequences, and then feeding it to a pipeline to split in the training and eval sets to train our models. Here's the top 20 tags of genres in the data set. I'll be using the pop and electronic. Here are the instrument classes in the data set. And as I stated before, I'll just be grabbing the piano tracks. Here's the classes. The ultimate classes I ended up with was pop and electronic, with a little over 7,000 tracks, and the distribution of piano links in those tracks. The model summary, the biggest takeaway here is that with the two models, they're about 70% accurate of predicting the next note in the sequence. And the baseline took 6 hours to train, and the RNN with attention configuration took 9 hours to train. These are the metrics for the baseline model. These are the metrics for the attention model. And now that we have trained models, we're going to apply them to an application. Here's a web browser with the baseline model. And what you're going to hear is the primer first, and then the generated melody from the model. So the biggest takeaway is that the generated melody is in the same key, but the global structure of the primer is lost. With the attention, the second trained model, I applied it to Ableton Live, which is a digital audio workstation. And I'm priming the model with 4 bars of Beethoven for release that generates a long-term structure. So you'll hear the primer first, then a model will take a second to generate the melody. So you can hear there that it generated a melody and it had a long-term structure to it, and it was pop and electronic feel to it based on a classical melody. The next steps is to build a full track production, create MIDI bundles, train a polyphonic melody model, and train different instruments and create DAW plugins. Thank you.